I feel like I was meant to be there at that hotel, which I didn't realize at the time. The day that the kids wanted to go swimming, they wanted to go swimming. I kind of was against it. I wanted to go do some other things, and they won the battle, and I decided to go, for an hour. We'll take them down there. Within 10 minutes of being in the pool area, it was busy. There was at least 20 people in the whole pool area, and I heard a older gentleman on the other side of the far side of the pool say that he was going to go and get some snacks and come back. A few minutes later, one of my kids was arguing with one of my other kids. They distracted me, and during that time I heard my wife say, "Oh my God, Scott." And I looked up, and the grandpa, who had come back already from getting his snacks, was now in the pool bringing a lifeless, what looked to be 5-year-old child out of the pool. He set the child on the side of the pool. He immediately started doing rescue breathing on the child, and I immediately started doing CPR compressions. I checked for a pulse after a minute at least, and there was no pulse at all. So I continued compressions for a while. It seemed like forever, and checked again for a pulse. And at that time, I was thinking, man, this kid's gonna die. With his whole family behind me, I could hear one child, which I assumed was his brother, crying right behind me, like within 3 feet of me. And I knew my whole family, my wife and 5 children, were watching this, and then there was at least 15 other strangers in the area. And so I just continued. I tried to block all that out and continue doing what I know what to do all the time on the fire department, and just tried to focus on getting him a pulse back. And after a few minutes, I ran to check to see if they had an AED in the lobby, just to see, because I knew that that was probably his only chance of survival. If I wasn't going to be able to get him back with CPR, he's probably in a ventricular fibrillation rhythm and needs to be shocked. I instructed him to call 911. The child is drowned in the pool. And I came right back, and the grandfather was still breathing for him. And I continued compressions for another couple minutes. And then I checked for a pulse, and I had three faint little heartbeats that I could feel, and then it went to nothing. So then I went back to compressions for a while, and checked again for a pulse, still nothing. And then I gave him what we call a sternal rub. What I do on the fire department, if we have someone who's unconscious, we try to revive them by rubbing real hard on their sternum. I did this after I saw his eyes flicker a little bit. I did that, and he started choking right after that. And he coughed up at least a half a gallon of water, and was out of it for a while, but eventually he started crying. And after what I would estimate 5 or 6 minutes from the start of this, the fire department finally arrived. I felt like I really needed one at that moment, and it would have really changed the rescue if I would have had one there. An AED even coaches somebody who doesn't know CPR how to do CPR. You just push the blue flashing button when it instructs you to, and it'll walk you through what to do step by step. And it takes a chaotic situation and simplifies it for you. Even I could appreciate that as a professional responder. When you got all these things going on around you while you're trying to focus on this child who's not breathing, that device can really make a big difference.